My niece ghosted my wedding even though I supported her when she was kicked out. Now she's getting married, so I am hiring the best photographer in town. My sister and I never had the best relationship. She's 15 years older than I, so maybe we didn't have much of a connection, and she's always been resentful towards me. She's treated me like an outcast and would often turn her kids against me and encourage them to insult me, disrespect me, and treat me like dirt. My mom would always tell me to be the bigger person, so I would always forgive them when they apologized or acted nicely again. During pandemic lockdowns, my sister and her husband kicked her out because my sister was having many mood swings. She has 4 other children and got them to participate in kicking out my niece. She called me, and I quickly went to pick her up. I met her on the curb with trash bags and my sister refused to open the door. So I took her to my home, where she stayed for 6 months, and she even secured an apartment. Once my niece, 20, got her apartment, my sister and her husband convinced her to move back in, and my niece did. Then the same niece turned on me, and I felt very sad because she was in my home, and I did everything for her when her mom discarded her like trash. Fast forward to 2021, she does the same thing with her 16M son, and he called me, and again, I picked him up and let him stay. At the time, my now husband and I were planning a wedding, and of course, regardless of our differences, there was no way I couldn't invite my sister and her kids. Also, it was at the height of pandemic restrictions, so we were very limited, and the church only accepted close family. When I invited my sister, she and her kids ridiculed me. My sister even said that my attitude was too disgusting to get married, and they're not coming because I don't deserve to get married. They even blocked me, except my niece, who promised she'd be there and promised to act as a witness. The day of, she didn't show up. There was no call and nothing. Thankfully, the photographer was nice enough to be our second witness. My mom called my niece, asking why she did this. My niece said, "I don't even know what kind of wedding it is. I don't see the point in all this," and then hung up. I was broken and in tears. My sister put them up to it, but I thought my niece would have risen above it, given all I've done for her when my sister, her mom, did what she did to her. I moved on, but I vowed never to speak to them again. My husband and I are happily married, have a new baby, and thrive in our business. Now my niece has met someone, and she's getting married. My mom told me to mark my calendar because we're going. I refused and reminded her of what they did at my wedding. My mom told me to stop living in the past and be the bigger person. I even cried to her, and she gave me a blank stare and then said to me that no one thinks about her and that I'll regret my actions when she dies. She says I'm being incredibly selfish, bitter, and shocked that I'm not over it. I'm still refusing to go. Then I got a call from an unknown number. It was my niece. She sounded very friendly and seemed like nothing had happened between us. She then proceeded to tell me she was sorry for not being able to attend my wedding and that, even so, she hoped that I would attend hers. I told her I'd think about it and hung up. She then called me several times that weekend, at some point, hinted that they needed more funds for the photographer. I told her not to worry, and I will book for her. I told her I would assure them she had the best photos in town because I would hire the best. She said thank you and ended the conversation. On the wedding day, I booked a flight for our family for a vacation and told no one. Many people have been calling me, but I have blocked them all. I then got a call from my niece asking where the photographer was. They did not even ask where I was. She was concerned with the photographer. I told her, I don't see the point. You'll probably separate in 2 weeks, so why take a picture of your union? She threw words at me, but I only hung up.